Hi, I'm Carmine Gallo. In my new book, 5 Stars, I interviewed people like Richard Branson, who's a big believer in the power of storytelling. He said, if you want to be a successful entrepreneur, you've got to be a storyteller. Here's Gino to explain more.
Hi everyone, Gino here with the third video in our Thoughts on Leadership series about Carmine Gallo's book, 5 Stars, The Communication Secrets to Get from Good to Great. Thanks for the intro, Carmine. Today, I want to talk to everyone about the elements of a great story. You already know the why storytelling is so important in leadership, business, and life, but what makes a good story great? Chris Anderson, TED Talks curator, is a strong advocate for teaching presentation literacy in grade school. Why does he want to start children off so early with this skill? Because it's just that important for future success. TED speakers make memorable connections with their audience by using classic rhetorical techniques. Here are 5 TED-approved presentation habits to follow. Number 1, replace bullet points with pictures. Number 2, make the audience laugh. Number 3, share personal stories. Number 4, make presentations easy to follow. Number 5, promise your audience that they'll learn something new. The best TED speakers also design their talks around a central theme. Neuroscientists have recently discovered, as Carmine explains in his book, sharing the theme up front makes the presentation easier to follow. Whenever you have to present, state your theme clearly in the beginning. This will make your presentation far more memorable and impactful than one that buries the theme in the middle, saves it for the end, or never mentions the theme at all. Another tip, use the rule of 3, which states that concepts or ideas presented in threes are inherently more interesting, more enjoyable, and more memorable. This classic public speaking tool dates back to Aristotle and contemporary Greek orators. Today, neuroscientists have proven what orators already knew. The average person can carry 3 or 4 ideas in his or her short-term memory. Many of the best TED speakers have discovered that the simple rule of 3 forms the foundation of persuasive speaking and writing. In addition, the 3 component can be used in the classic 3-act storytelling structure that also informs the plot of some of the most popular Hollywood movies. Number 1, the setup. The status quo is described. The current state of the company or industry is explained. Number 2, the confrontation. Obstacles are outlined and solutions to overcome them are discussed. Number 3, the resolution. The company's product, service, or strategy solves the dilemma and the company and its consumers thrive. Many of today's best speakers and leaders use the rule of 3. The 3-part storytelling structure and other ancient linguistic tools to become communication success stories. Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba and the current wealthiest person in China, grew up with parents who were pingtan performers. Pingtan is a 400-year-old Chinese performance art form in which artists use vivid words and images to invoke emotions from the audience. Ma still uses elements of this style today, appealing to people's emotions, drawing on heroes his audience will recognize, and quoting from popular movies. But let's break it down even further to figure out exactly what makes a story, the building blocks Ma uses to make his presentation sing so powerful. According to David and Jennifer Aker, marketing professors at Berkshire Hathaway School of Business and the Graduate School of Business at Stanford, impactful stories have 7 elements. Number 1, it's a story. It has a beginning, middle, and end. Number 2, it's intriguing. It provokes thought, contains interesting information, and is entertaining to hear. Number 3, it's authentic. The best stories are the ones that come from the most genuine place. Number 4, it includes details. Often it's the little pieces of a story that give it color and flavor. Number 5, it reveals a surprise. If you can surprise your audience, you can keep them engaged. Number 6, it introduces empathetic characters. We always want to know that others care just as we do. Number 7, it has conflict and tension. So what's the message? It's not quite enough to know that storytelling and 5-star communicating is the way you win. Next, you must delve into the components of what makes a story worthy of its 5-star rating. Use ancient linguistic tricks. There's a reason why they've worked for centuries, and classic storytelling structures to give your story the wow factor it needs to be completely unforgettable. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned for our final thoughts on leadership video on Carmine's book next week.